Hello. Here they come. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hi, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yes, we're over on YouTube. I can actually say it. On TikTok, I have to be like, on the tube, you? No. Yes, we're here. Hello. Same thing. I like to have you live here on my phone, and then I open up the feed on my computer so I can actually read what it says. Yes, I just have my hair colored, and she like left it like super naturally curly. No. No. Looked like I had a fucking perm. Like, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. I'm watching on my TV and chatting on my phone. Nice. There's Cindy. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. Hi, Joy. Nice to see you. There's Michelle. Emily's here. Come on in. There's Kimberly. Raina's here. Hello. Come on in. Say hi. Let me know where you are in the world. Let me know what's going on. Charles. Nice to see you. Linessa Marie. Am I saying your name right? Please let me know that I'm pronouncing it right. Hi, Marjorie. Let me know. Let me know. Hello, Boy and MC. You have to tell me if I'm saying it right. Nice to see you. Come on in. Hair always looks beautiful. Thank you. I got a hold of it. When I got home, I was like, oh. There's this one like little Jerry curl here. I'm like, no. Sorry, you have to go away. You have to go away. Maggie's having her dinner, so you may hear her crunching. Crunchy, crunch, 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 crunch. How are we doing? How was our day? Today we're going to talk about how you may be receiving signs from spirit. This is something that comes up all the time. People are always asking me, they're like, how can I know? How can I know that my mom's around? How do I know that loved ones are near me? So we're going to talk about that tonight. Yes. I'm Shits and Giggles. Oh, there you Hello, my Shits and Giggles. Oh my God. You see, Cindy has her name there, so then I know who she is. It's like, oh my God. I'm Shauna. It's me, real Shauna. Yes, it's me, real Shauna. I know. Hello, Michael from Moscow. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Come on in. Hello, Chicago. Susan's here from Chicago. Had a lazy day today. Nice. Love it. It's been an internationally lazy day. Say that 10 times fast. Yes. Australia. Hello. Hi, Bern. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So Australia. So today, right now, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. So you are Friday. Yes, I think that's correct. Yes. Oh, Kung Fu Jen is here. Her wrench. Do you see her wrench? Oh my God, it's so good. I know. I was talking about Jen today with my hairdresser. She's like, so like, why do you need moderators on TikTok? I said, it said, the power of Christ compels you. That's why. I said, because it's not safe to go out alone. That's why. I said, oh my God. She goes, what? I said, yeah, I know. I said, it's crazy. We have a couple of savages on here too. Last time we did a live over here. I won't check your work today, Jen. I will not check your work today. I could see that Jen had cleared a comment, and then I could reverse it and see what somebody said, Yeah, what else does that mouth do? I'm like, oh, I'll show you. I was like, okay, sorry, Jen. I had my red pen out. The red pen isn't here today. Yeah, hair is big and bouncy. I touched it up a bit. I had this weird fucking Jerry curl thing right here. I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. I have naturally curly hair. Naturally hateful. No. It's not naturally hateful. For my girls that have naturally curly hair, and the boys too. My nephew has really curly hair. It takes on a life of its own. Yep. It takes on a life of its own. Hello, nice to see you. So if there is not kindness, if you come onto the live and there's not kindness, you'll be removed. So, ta-da! We've got Kung Fu Jen here. She's got her wrench. America's in the house. Chicago's in the house. I have my name there because I can't figure out how to change it. I like it. I like it. There's Emily. Oh my God. I know it's crazy, right? Yes, Friday morning. I loved Australia. We went to Australia. This is when we first got married. We went there for our honeymoon. Yes, we were there for a little over 3 weeks, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we didn't see, oh my gosh. We went to Sydney, went to Brisbane. We went to the Gold Coast. We went to Tangalooma. We swam with the wild dolphins. Oh my God. And then Noosa was where we finished up. We had friends there. Noosa, I would move there in a heartbeat. Yeah. Oh, most magical place. And we came back and people were like, did you see this? Did you see Ayers Rock? No. Did you see this? No. We saw Steve Irwin Zoo. Yes, I'm still traumatized. I remember there was this like 30-foot anaconda, this huge snake, like it looked like a piece of pipe. And there was a big bump and the bump was moving and constricting. And I'm like, a city girl. I said, what's that? What's happening? What's going on? And he's like, oh, he just had his breakfast. I'm like, what does he eat? Dumbass, you don't ask that. Oh, he had a baby goat. I'm like, oh. See, I'm still traumatized by that. I'm like, oh my God. No. I got 2 feathers today. Nice, Raina. Oh, I keep seeing white feathers everywhere. Like I'm walking into my hairdresser's place, there's a white feather. I went to go have a salad after, there's a white feather. Crazy, like the feathers and butterflies. What else have I seen? Tons of ladybugs. I went out last night to get heart rocks and ladybugs everywhere. It was crazy today. Not today, Satan. I'll have to put you in a timeout. There's no red pen here. No, because on TikTok I don't see it. Like Jen gets the dirty bitches over there before I even see it. So I don't see any of the stupid stuff. I have given her permission though. I said to the moderators, I said, if you see something that you think I might enjoy, please feel free to pin it. Dirty bitches. I said last summer, I called them, we have lots of trolls, lots of fake accounts and stuff on TikTok. So I called them dirty bitches and it stuck. Dirty bitches. I know. I'm like, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. I sent you an email. Fabulous. I will have a look. I've been out all day today. Yes. Mindful, demure, or cutesy, or the wrench will be in action. Oh my God. Uh-oh, the wrench. Don't make me take out my wrench. Oh, yeah. Don't make me take out my wrench. Fuck, that's funny. I love that. I love it. Wow, you're so positive. Thank you. We do lives over on, thank you. Welcome in. We do lives over on TikTok every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we wanted to come over here and say hi to everybody over here. Look at the hair. You're so sweet, Jen. Yeah, it's big. She had it. It was like, I said, I'm an 80s girl. So I'm like, big. Big is good. Yes. Yeah. Noosa's beautiful. Oh, it was gorgeous. It was laid back. Like it reminded me of everyone there was so everyone there was so friendly. Let's try that again. I remember before we went, we're from Canada. They said, make sure you tell them you're not American. I was like, why? Oh, there was a guy in a restaurant. He wouldn't serve us because he thought we were American. This was a long time ago. I don't know if that still applies. This is like 26 years ago. Yeah, I was 10. Yeah, I was 10. I got married when I was 10. And then he's like, he saw my backpack and it had it was a Roots backpack with a little Canadian flag. He goes, are you from Canada? I said, yeah, we had free dinner. We had free drinks. I don't know what you guys did. I don't know. I don't know what you guys did. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Tons of pumpkins. Nice. I love it. Yeah, the ladybugs were crazy. You got a dragonfly. I love it, Emily. Yep, I love it. Hello, Noradu. Nice to see you. Clearly didn't edit that piece you sent, for fuck's sake. What? Are you getting spicy? Do we need to put you in a timeout, Jen? You see mini butterflies? I love that, Susan. Yep. Shirley, temple curls. That's what they look like. I was like, no, I got rid of most of them. I'm like, no, especially these ones right here. Like I don't, because I have my high forehead. Yeah, there was the best insult was on here. Oh, do you talk to the, what did he say? He's like, oh, do you rent out your forehead for planes to land? I was like, wow, you are a really special individual. Wow, you must be so happy and fulfilled in your life to have to come on and say something like that to someone that you don't even know. I'm like, wow, keyboard warrior. Yeah. Probably drive a big truck with big tires too, don't you? Because you're compensating. No. We didn't say that. No, we didn't say that. I know. Real. Oh yeah, the stuff. I will not. Yeah. We love Canadians. I know Canadians are so amazing. Yeah. No, not spicy. It's nighttime. It's funny time. It's the witching hour is what it is. Oh my God, so good. How was your photo shoot yesterday? I didn't have a photo shoot yesterday. No, I did not. I take my own pictures. I will be having pictures done with George. Yes, George is the skeleton that lives in my he's the skeleton that lives in my closet. No, I don't have any skeletons in my closet. Watch my nose grow. Okay, Pinocchio. George is the full-size skeleton that lives in my living room. Georgina, his sister, is here in my office. Yes, so they're out year-round. People are like, I had a service guy come in. He had to repair. What did he have to repair? He did something with the fridge. And he came in and he kind of looked around. He was like, cool. I said, I know, I'm a medium. I talk to dead people. He goes, oh, okay. That makes sense. I know. I'm like, right? Not a big deal. I got more Halloween stuff today too. And then I forgot it in the car. I'm like, shit. So oh, there's Maggie. Okay. Yeah. A big sneeze. Hummingbirds every day. I love it. Such a nasty comment. Oh, it's nothing compared to TikTok. Like I swear to God, nothing. About a year and a half ago, one of my TikToks just went off. Like overnight it had hundreds of thousands of views on it. I was like, oh my God. And probably 10 to 20,000 hate comments. Yeah, I used the word heaven, and that triggered a lot of religious groups. And I had death threats. They were going to hunt me down. They're going to hunt down my family. I got a detailed outline of what they were going to do to me when they got me. That I was evil. I was this. I was that. I was called every dirty name in the book. Oh, I cried. And then I felt the energy come off that. Like I had no idea. Like I love TikTok. And it was like, I opened that up and there were thousands of these comments. They were nasty. And I cried, and it took a couple of days, and then I got mad. So, fuck you. You can see what my name says. If you don't like what I do, swipe and go look for something else. Go crawl back into the hole that you came out of. That would be a dirty bitch. So yeah, it took a couple of days, and then we found where we can filter those comments. Yeah, we can filter those comments out. So yeah, and there's a new thing. It's called creator care that you can turn on. I've turned that on. So if somebody says something, that TikTok will flag it, and it doesn't even get posted. So, and there are hundreds of fake accounts using my name over on that platform. It's lovely. Yeah. So we're here for today. Yes, we wanted to come over and talk about signs, how you get your signs from your loved ones. That was awesome. She measured it and it was 2.5 inches. That to him was huge. That was awesome. I usually say, yeah, I have a high forehead because I have brains. Yeah, like Oprah. You're familiar with Oprah? Yeah. And it takes somebody pretty fucking miserable to have to come on and say stuff like that. It just does. It's like you have no bearing in my world. I wouldn't have you pump my gas. I wouldn't have you walk my dog. I would not communicate with you if I saw you out in real life. So bye. Oh, Maggie's gonna have her dinner, so you may hear her crunching. Yes, Maggie's gonna have her dinner. I know. Caffeine at 7, I mean. Oh, Jen, you're having caffeine? No, not spicy. It's funny time. Hi, my love. I can't pick you up right now, sweetheart. TikTok is a whole new world. Oh, I know. It's so ridiculous. God. If you would like to develop a thicker skin and learn how to not take things personally, become a content creator on TikTok. Yeah, I dare you. I double dare you. I double dare you. Yeah, just nasty. And then every day on the live, lately the new thing is I probably get 20 invites. So-and-so wants to co-host with you. No. So I keep getting those all the time. And again, unfortunately the app doesn't do anything to get rid of the fake accounts and stuff. The nice thing about YouTube is that people can't steal my content. Yeah, they can't steal my content. So we like that. We like that a lot. Yes. I just say I got a big forehead because I'm German. Yeah. I just say, well, sucks to be you with your little forehead. What else is little on you? I didn't say that. Jen, stop it. Again, big guys that drive big trucks, big tires. They're compensating for something. Their little forehead. I don't know. I can't remember who it is. I think his name is Brad. He's a midget. He's a midget comedian. I don't know who I'm connected to on Facebook that's watching this stuff, but he pops up. Fuck, is he funny? Oh my God. He turned around. He goes, look at this. He goes, I want to be black. And I'm like, what is he talking about? He turns around. He goes, look at this ass. I know. It was the funniest thing ever. I was like, oh my God. He just, yeah, so good. You can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. No. Hello, Dango. Nice to see you. Michelle laughing so hard. You're so sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get people. I get all the subscribers, everybody fighting these people. Oh, it turned into this nasty thing. And it was like, okay, we need to stop focusing on the negativity because we don't want it to grow more. Like I don't. And the best one is a couple of weeks ago, Juliana, I said to the moderators, I said, if you see a comment that you think I might enjoy, feel free to pin it. Feel free to pin it. Oh, the best one ever. I'm some kind of priest. I'm an Orthodox priest, or I'm some sort of priest. And what you're doing is satanic and da-da-da-da-da. I had fun with that. You know, I said, how dare you? I said, why are you here? You can clearly say it. You can see that it says Shauna Domalain Medium. Like, what gave you the right to come in here and be unkind? Where does it teach you in your Bible to be judgmental and rude and mean and call people names? Where? And what day can I come and hear that sermon? Because I'd like to hear that. I was raised Catholic. I'm spiritually based now, and I honor and respect everybody else's choices as long as it's not hurting people, right? So I said, shame on you. I said, shame on you. I said, who the fuck do you think you are? Bye. Start walking. And then you get to the gate, right? You guys know. Stupid ass. I was going to say compensating for little things. Yep. I made it. Brenda's here. I see you. I know. Vince, small person. I watch him all the time. He's funny. Wait, what's his name? Brad? Oh my God. He is so funny. Oh, and then there's this other guy. I can't remember what the other guy's name is. Somebody on my feed somebody on Facebook must watch comedians, because I'm like, what? Like, these guys just keep popping up. They're so funny. So funny. So we wanted to come on tonight and we wanted to talk about getting signs from your loved ones. In my reality, yes, if you're new to me, I'm Shauna Domalain. I've seen spirit my entire life. I called them the see-through people as a little girl. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a life coach. I have a background in psychology, not a therapist. I'm a Reiki master teacher, all the things. Yes, I offer one-on-one sessions, classes. Oh, we've got mediumship level 1 coming up this weekend. So if you'd like to learn mediumship, safe, sacred space, this is the weekend you want to join with me. We've still got some spots left. Yes. All the info is on my website. I don't know how to, we don't really have, I guess you could go to my bio here. I don't know how to tell people that. I'm used to TikTok. So livealifeyoulove.org. Jen, can you put my website in? Are you able to put my website in here? If you go to my website, all the info is there. Yes. What else we have? October, the best month of the year. We've got our next Evening with Spirit is available as well. It's a group environment, and depending on how many people we had about 50 last time. I will give as many messages as I can that evening. That's on the airwaves as well. Oh, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? We have just so much stuff going on. Yes, I offer individual sessions. I work one-on-one with clients. Yes, my specialty is child loss. My son Jack would have been 12 this year. So I understand what it feels like to have a child on the other side. Yes, 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 yes. Long walk off a shore pier, a train station. Yeah, dirty bitches, go sage yourself. I know, this is the best. I know, I know. People are like, dirty bitches. I'm like, not dirty dancing, it's dirty bitches. This, I called out a troll, some trolls last year on the TikTok live. I said, you dirty bitch. Because yeah, they come in. They will use my name. So on TikTok, if you type in Shauna Domalain Medium, it'll come up with hundreds of fake accounts. We have like almost 74,000 followers over there. We've got the original TikToks. We have 200 subscribers, yada, yada, yada. I have people asking me, they message me and they're like, am I talking to you right now? I said, well, yeah, you just messaged me. Well, no, didn't you message me wanting money for a reading? I said, no, that's not me. It me real Shauna. So every now and again, I'll see, oh, Shauna Domalain Medium 858 joined the live. It's like, it's so ridiculous over there. This one, I've already got orders for this one. So yes, we'll have to hop on a call and figure this out. Cause yeah, I've already got orders for this one. And look at the wings on the back. Look at the wings. Tiff, I think I did a reading for you a few weeks ago on TikTok, and you wanted to send me a gift, which is so sweet, not required whatsoever, but so appreciated. And then she sent me, I don't have the other guys on my desk right now. She sent me some samples because I said, hey, we're looking to expand our merchandise line. Yes. I watch him all the time. He's funny. I know. Isn't he hilarious? I know. He's so funny. So funny. It's a fantastic class. Thank you, Raina. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I would love to talk to you. Yeah, Susan, absolutely. You can email me. Jen, are you able to put oh, there it is. Look at that. You can put my website in here. On TikTok, I can't put my website because on TikTok, it doesn't want you directing people off the app. Yeah, so I'm not allowed to put yeah. I got reported, what was that, 6 months ago for sharing. I said, this is the essential oil I love. And I got reported. I'm like, what is that? What is this? Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Who is he again? Which one? Which one? His name is Brad. The comedian, is that who you mean? Yeah, these are so good. Yeah, I'll talk to Tiffany. Tiffany has a business. This is her business. She makes cups like this. Like this one is my favorite, and the other two are in my kitchen. And then this one, Spiritual Baddie, and it's got the wings on the back. Oh, I love it so much. Yes, we will talk. Yeah. The comedian. His name's Brad. I don't know what his last name is. We all need a mug. Yes. I don't know what his last name is. I know it sounds so horrific. If you type in Brad the midget comedian, it'll come up. And small person, I want to be correct when I say that. He calls himself a midget. Oh, he calls himself a dwarf and a midget. He's so funny though. Like his humor is so off the wall. It's probably why I like it. We can still all drink some coffee out of them in the AM when we watch. That's right. So what I wanted to share with you tonight is, a lot of people are asking me, well, how do I ask for signs, right? I went out last night and I said to Jack, I said, Mama needs heart rocks. It was perfect. I went out to Elbow Falls. If you're familiar with Calgary, I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So we're right above Montana, right nestled in amongst the Rocky Mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is God's country. And so I go out. It's about a 45-minute drive outside the city, and I go to look for heart rocks for my son Jack. Heart rocks. In my world, signs are really important. So butterflies are from my son Jack. Heart rocks are from Jack. So I found like 6 or 7 again last night. There was nobody else there. I had the place to myself. And I asked Spirit, I'm like, okay, go get some heart rocks. You need to get out of the city. I'm like, okay. And then I said to them, what time should I leave? Leave at this time. Go get a pumpkin spice latte. Yes. And then we go out. And so people are always asking me, is that really my loved one or is that not my loved one? How can I tell if that's my loved one? Whenever I see a butterfly, I instantly think of Jack. Or right before I find a heart rock, I think of Jack. Okay. And so that's one of the ways that you can know when your loved ones are around. You can also ask them for a specific sign. And this is something that we do on TikTok. So if you're new here, if you want to come over onto TikTok, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 Mountain Daylight Time. We pick a sign for the week every Monday. So every Monday we pick a sign for the week. The teacher in me, I like to help people practice, because I always tell people you don't need to see a medium to connect with your loved ones on the other side. You just need to be open and available, and it's rinse and repeat, start to practice, start to practice, start to practice. And so every Monday we pick a sign from spirit. So our sign this week are pumpkins. Angels, loved ones, and guides, show me pumpkins, please. And as soon as you see one, thank you, more please, thank you, more please. You'll see them in the craziest places. Oh, you'll see them in the craziest places. Thank you, more please. I was driving today, and there was a car in front of me, and then she went beside me, and we got to the light at the same time. And I look over, and she had like a little pen that had a pumpkin on the top of it, sitting on her dash, and I'm like, cool, thank you, more please. Repeating numbers are very common from our loved ones on the other side. Sometimes, if your loved one transitioned, May 5th, you may see, January, February, March, April, May, you may see 55 all the time. So you may see the date that they transition. You may see their favorite number. You may see their birth date. But you'll see repeating numbers. I see 111 and 1111 so much. I've probably seen it 20 times in the last couple of days, and it's always around keeping your thoughts positive. I'm like, okay, thanks, got it, got it. We're staying positive. We're staying positive. So those are some really common ways that we can start to ask your loved ones. You don't have to wait for a specific sign. I can't tell you, I've read professionally now for over 20 years, and I've read for hundreds of thousands. I don't keep track anymore. Mediums all read differently as well. I'm just going to listen to what they're channeling through me. So I have guides that are channeling through me. Mediums are all different. So when I had the privilege of learning from Sylvia Brown. I had the privilege of connecting with her son, Chris. They're phenomenal. I don't do cookie cutter. I don't do has to be like this. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not your person. Okay. And it's interesting because I think in the last month, I've had 3, 4, 5 people book in. And the one lady said to me, she goes, well, no. You have to tell me what my loved one's favorite color was. And I said, why? How is that going to help your healing? And she couldn't answer me. I said, why? She goes, I watched John Edwards. I said, well, go book in with him. You can't, right? And so I also like to tell people that if you come into your reading with blinders on, prove it to me energy, you've just cock blocked the energy in the session. Because what people don't understand is that if you come into a session, if you're deeply grieving, if you're angry, if you're doubtful, if your vibration isn't close to a love vibration, me as the intuitive, the medium, I have to work harder to get your energy to come up so we can make a connection. People don't understand that. They think, oh, just do your thing. It's like, well, no, you've got shitty energy. You're angry, you're resentful, or you're guilty, you're blaming yourself, or the lowest vibration is shame. And then you book in a session, or it was a traumatic transition and your loved one just died a few weeks ago, and you book in with me, there's not a whole lot you can receive. And so I like to sort of give people the ideas and help them to understand what mediumship is and what it isn't. There's no one on the planet who's 100%. There's this Yahoo on TikTok. Jen knows who I'm talking about. He's like, I'm 100% accurate. I'm like, really? Nobody is 100% accurate. A good friend of mine, Michelle Claire, she's a beautiful medium in the States. She's been clocked at 98%. I've been clocked at 95, 96%. No one is 100% accurate. No one, we're not God. And we have filters too, like the information comes through. It's just, when I first started reading again after Jack died, it's like anytime someone booked in and I was aware that there was a child that had been lost, I would feel my heart just start to, oh my God, I can't do this. Okay, so it's all energetic. It's all energetic. And so if you come into anything, it's all the intention as well. If you come into it with a really positive intention, and I want to see what's going to happen, and I'm setting the intention for love and joy and beauty, you're going to have a totally different experience. There was a reading I did for a mom and daughter about a year and a half ago, and the reading was beautiful. Like, I'm just relaying the information. And then at the end of the session, I said, what's with the butterflies? Like, my whole room just filled with butterflies. I've had butterflies around me all day, but that's one of Jack's signs. What's with the butterflies? And they both started laughing. And her daughter was off camera. She came into the room with her mom, and she said, before my uncle died, I was there in the hospital with him, but we were catching a flight back to America. Before he died, I said to him, make sure you show me butterflies. Send me butterflies so I know it's you. Before their session, they said, what should we ask Shauna? And she said, ask for butterflies. And her mom was like, no, that's too stupid. That's too generic. She goes, well, no, that's what I asked him. And I'm like, what? I'm like, too good. It was too good. I think I have it pinned at the top of my Instagram account. So yes, Shauna Domalain Medium everywhere. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube. Yes, 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 all the things. My husband comes through my dreams very vividly. I love that, Susan. I love it. Hello. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Rokib? I'm going to say your last name. Please let me know how to pronounce your name. My mom, who comes in just about every day, is a white butterfly. Dad, who's sometimes a little yellow one. Oh, I love that. I love that. Angel numbers have been popping up like crazy. Love it. Yep. Love it, love it, love it. The comedian is Brad Williams. Thank you, Cindy. Brad Williams. He's hilarious. Have you been to Ghost Lake? It's beautiful there. Yeah. Hello, Lisa. My son's name is Jack. Aw, so sweet. I send you so much love. Yeah, my son Jack, he would have been 12 this year. He would have been 12 this year. I'll see if he comes in to see us. Yes, he usually comes in when we're on the TikTok lives. He'll come in and we'll play a game. He'll bring something and say, guess what I'm holding? I know, the teacher in me, I like to help people. I always tell people, you don't need to be a medium. Like when you book in with me, I don't feel your guilt. I don't feel anger. I don't feel any of those emotions. So I have a bird's eye view, and I'm literally the guy just relaying the messages from spirit. And so that's sort of how that works as well. A lot of people don't really understand what mediumship is. Psychic is different. There are very few psychics I've met over the years that are actually mediums as well, but all mediums are also psychic. I know, it's crazy. So psychic is I can connect into Jen's energy, and I can read her past, her present, and her future based on her choices. Mediumship is I'm connecting to the energy of the loved ones on the other side. They bring their energy closer, and then there's an energetic kind of balance, if you will, and that's how they're relaying information to me. So I see, hear, smell, taste, know, and feel spirit energy. And it depends on the connection from the other side. I don't do cookie cutter. So again, I don't do cookie cutter. I don't do, there's a man, he's wearing khakis. I don't do any of that kind of shit. Sometimes it comes through on the live like that because that's how somebody has to hear it. The best one to date is the June bugs. That's the best one. That's the best one so far. Yeah, we were on a live about a year ago, and I had a loved one come in and he threw a bug at me. It looked like a cockroach. I'm like, oh my God, he just threw something at me. What is that? I don't do well with bugs. I don't. And then I heard June bug. I said, what's a June bug? And the girl that I read for, she said, I was just kind of scrolling through, and she said, I heard June bug and I froze. She goes, my dad used to throw June bugs at me. We had a June bug farm. I don't know what they do with them. Oh yeah, she sent me all the pictures. I got videos. I'm like, what the hell are June bugs? We don't have those here in Canada. So it was the coolest thing ever. So I don't control that. I don't. I have spirit come forward and relay the information and the messages that you need to hear the most. Something that will help your healing. Like, who cares what their favorite color was? And I don't mean any disrespect by that. It's like, and I don't pound it as hard as some of these other mediums. Evidence. It's like, oh God, please, for the love of God. I can't. I know, it's too ridiculous. Oh, there's Hoochie. There's Hoochie Coochie. There's my Hoochie. I know, it's crazy. Dragonflies, angel numbers. I love it. Yeah, Hoochie's here. I see her house number from when I was a kid. Aw, that's so cool. Yeah, that's cool. Your mom sends hummingbirds. Nice. I love it. I also see our family grandparents' house number. Love it so much. Yep. My husband passed away 9/20 last year. Oh, I get so many signs, numbers, and synchronicities. I love that, Lisa. June bug. Oh, that one was so good. Yeah. 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 And her dad used to do that. He would walk in the room and throw a June bug at her. So, like, I don't know how much more evidence I can give you. Then there's a big man who is in Hawaii who's just threw a fucking June bug at me. And I'm like, and the feed's filling up. They're ugly, they're brown, they're this. And people are telling me what June bugs look like. And then, yeah, she sent me pictures. They had a whole farm. She goes, oh, I'm like, stop it. I like, mic drop. I have to leave now. I have to go have a snack. It was so good. So again, I don't do readings on demand. Spirit led, we do spirit led on TikTok. I just bought this lighter and it's not pleasing me. It's not pleasing me. Yeah, I'll go back and get more at the dollar store. I know my guys are like, go back and get more at the dollar store. I told them, I said, could you please remind me? So every time I mention this stupid lighter, they're like, go back to the dollar store. That's how it works. But yeah, I don't read on demand. If you'd like to book in with me, you can. I offer 30-minute and 60-minute sessions. Yes, you get to pick the kind of session you'd like. Yes, you can do mediumship, you can do an angel session, you can do soul coaching. If you're feeling stuck, soul coaching, I specialize in helping people to get unstuck. I also offer coaching, mentorship, all the things. So livealifeyoulove.org is my website. Jen has it pinned there. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, the pictures were so cool. Weren't they so cool? Lanessa, my son is always flashing lights. Nice. So electronics, anything with electronics that's a surefire way that your loved ones are letting you know that they're with you. So if you imagine your loved one leaves her physical body and they go back to the light, I see it as, it's beautiful. Your loved one scoops up all the love, all the beautiful memories, and they go to the light. There's like a filtration system. There's no ego on the other side. And I've been doing this for 20 years now. So there's no ego on the other side. And when they transition to the other side, they go through a life review, so they see the impact of their choices and behaviors through the eyes of the people closest to them. So if a loved one was abusive, they get to experience that firsthand on the other side. Yes, so when your loved one transitions, they become pure energy on the other side. And in heaven, the afterlife, the hereafter, the other side, whatever you want to call that, the universe, it's the vibration of love. Or even higher than that. There's love, there's joy, just all those beautiful, beautiful energies. So there's no ego on the other side. They still have their personality. So if Uncle Charlie was a perv, guess what? That still comes through on the other side. It just does. Okay, if they're a really soft talker, if they were really loud and they swore a lot, oh, those are my favorite. That will come through. So their personality will come through. And so I like to help people to understand how the mechanics of it work. And if you'd like to go further into it, again, you can join me this weekend where I'm going to teach you mediumship level 1. Yeah, I'm a stickler for creating a sacred space. I'm always smudging. Power of Christ compels you. I say that as a joke. I teach you how to create a sacred space. You'll understand what your strongest gift is, how your loved ones will come in and give you messages. You get to practice with my loved ones, yes, and then you'll have your loved ones come in. We do tons of meditations, tons of activations. I'm working individually with each client customer client. It's been a long day. Each student to make sure that your connection is nice and clear. Yes, 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 yes. So if you'd like to know anything about that, you can head over to my website. It's livealifeyoulove.org. Find out all the information. Our next evening with Spirit is that we put on the airwaves. What date did we pick for that? It's in October. I don't have the date handy with me right now, but those are group events. So you can come and hang out with us. And if we have time, I'll take you through a meditation to connect with a loved one on the other side. And then we give as many messages as we can. Yes, 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 yes. All sorts of good stuff. Yeah. I have my questions ready now to pick the day in October. Nice, nice. Oh my God, you found rubber duck salt and pepper shakers? I love that. That is so good. I love that. So when our loved one transitions to the other side and they're pure energy, the energy is subtle. So spirit energy is really subtle. So if you're checking your watch, if you're on this, you're on that, you're all over the place and distracted, you're not in the present moment. So that's what I mean by how open and available are you? So imagine when you walk into a room, when you flick the light switch, how quickly that current runs to illuminate the light in the room. That's how fast your loved one's energy is now. Okay, so their energy is here super fast. They're at the vibration of love. If we're here and we're deeply grieving, we're having a griefy day, we're not feeling great, there's a little bit of work we need to do to get your vibration up a little bit higher. And I teach you how to do that in my level 1, okay? So once you get up a little bit higher to their energy, they can come down and they connect with you. So when loved ones come into readings, I'm equalizing the energy with the person I'm reading for. And once we get that a nice solid connection, then loved ones come in with their energy. There's more that goes on with the energy, and I don't think people understand that. So Electronics are one of the easiest ways that loved ones can let you know that they're with you. I can't tell you how many space clearings I've done. I do a ton of ghost busting. How many space clearings I've done where people were like, we renovated this house and there's no, the old doorbell is gone, and you'll hear it zzz. Cell phones. People get messages on their cell phones from their loved ones. Yep. What else? Music going off. I cleared a house once. There was a fire truck that kept going off in the kids' room every night for about a week. It kept going off. They had removed the batteries and this thing kept going off every night. So those are the calls I get. And so nobody can sleep. It's disruptive. It's scary. So I go in and I said, who gifted the fire truck? Who's the fireman on the other side? It was her brother who gifted her kiddos a fire truck because he wanted to find something that was, fire truck was totally cool because he was pretty cool as a fireman, but he also wanted to find something loud and obnoxious. Yes. And she looked at me, she froze. As soon as she said it, she was like, oh, it's from Steven. And I said, yeah, it's from Steven. That's how he's letting you know that he's there. She goes, oh my God. So as soon as she got it, then it wasn't scary anymore. It was like, oh, that's from him. So we asked him not to do that at night. We said, can you maybe give some different signs during the day? He started turning the microwave on and off. He would turn her Spotify on her phone. Yep. There was one day she went to go pick up her phone to call somebody, and the voicemail, she'd recorded his last voicemail to her, his last voice message. It started playing, just random. She's like, oh my God. So electronics, people, they tell me this all the time when they get into their car. It's like it'll pop in their loved one's address, or it'll pop up like their mom was sending them a text message, but there isn't anything there. My uncle did this once. My cousin was sitting on one end of the room and her husband on the other end of the room. And yeah, my uncle had a wicked sense of humor, and they're sitting there and they would message back and forth. They had a house full of kids. They would message back and forth and joke around. And then she was getting a little bit spicy with him. And the next message that came from him said, be nice. And she's like, fuck you, be nice. He goes, what? She goes, who are you telling to be nice? He said, I didn't send anything. And she was like, yeah, you did. That was him. It was so good. It was so good. So yeah, electronics are one of the easiest ways that they can send us signs. Birds, anything that flies, right? Birds, dragonflies, butterflies, cardinals are huge. Cardinals. What else? Of course, the repeating numbers. Okay. You'll see, sometimes if you see a lookalike that looks like your person. I saw a boy. I can't say little boy anymore because I know. Jack's like, I'm not a little boy anymore. I'm like, fine. Spicy. I don't know where he gets that from. There was a boy about Jack's age. There was a boy from behind. He turned and looked at me, and for that split second, I could see Jack. It was like, oh my God. So they're lookalikes. Sometimes musicals start playing, and it's your loved one's favorite song, or a lot of brides will tell me, the song that I danced with my dad at my wedding. That song just came on randomly. They come into your dreams. That's another way that they'll get your attention. They'll come into your dreams. I teach people before you go to sleep at night, you can put your hands over your heart and think of the happiest memory with your loved one. Okay, you can close your eyes. You can just see them happy and healthy and hear their laughter and just feel the love that you have with them. And then ask them, come into my dreams tonight and wake me up so I know it's you. Okay. You may wake up and you may remember a conversation. You may wake up and just feel whispers of them. They were there. You can just feel a little bit of them. Okay. And it takes practice. Right? I had somebody say to me, I did a meditation the other night and nothing happened. Well, do it for another week and see what happens. Like, if you have the intention that you're going to show up and you're going to do it, Spirit will meet you halfway each and every time. I'll sit at my table in the morning, drinking my coffee, and he messes with the light. Nice. Yep. Nice. The night with Spirit I attended was phenomenal. Thank you, Kimberly. I so appreciate you. So appreciate you. Said hi. Yep. I love that. Yep. My keyboard always gets stuck at work. Yes. Yep. When you realize that happened, it will take your breath away. Yep. Yep. Leaves. Yes. Oh my God, the lookalikes. I've been getting them for years, right, Brenda? Like I froze. I saw, I'm not wearing my pendant right now, but my, this guy, this was a gift from my partner, my beloved, and he transitioned several years ago. And I swear to God, I saw him. Like my heart, oh my God. Like I did one of those, and I was just got a pumpkin spice latte, and I was gonna go sit by the river. Yes. And as soon as I saw him, the waterworks started. I was like, oh my God, look just like him. I was like, holy shit. that was big. They can also give you signs through other people. And sometimes in the readings, what I'll do is I'll say to someone, like, I have, I had a client who booked in, and her mom was really struggling. I said, they want to talk about your mom. How's your mom doing since he transitioned? And she was having a really difficult time. They've been married for 52 years. 52 years. They were together their whole life. They had a beautiful family, grandbabies, great grandbabies, and she felt so lost without him. English was also a second language for her. So I can't remember if they were Italian. I think they were Italian. So he came through, and I said, are you going to see your mom soon? She said, yeah, I'll be seeing her tomorrow. And I said, can you close your eyes? And I said, we're going to bring his energy closer, and we're going to fill your energy field with love for her from him, so that when you hug her, that energy is going to transfer to her. She may cry, she may hold on, she may just think, what was that? She may not notice, but I need you to, are you able to do that? She was like, oh my God, yes, load me up. Yeah, so they'll do that sometimes as well, because they see how their partner is doing. And it was so sweet. I said, he sits with her every night as she reads her Bible. And she said, stop it. I said, what? She said, the other night, and I have permission to share. I don't share anything outside of sessions unless I have permission. She said the other night, she messaged me in the morning, and she said, I went to pick up my Bible and his picture fell out. She said, I don't remember putting his picture in my Bible. She said, maybe I did, I don't remember. But she said, I opened it to that page, and his picture fell out. And she said, I felt this breeze go through the room too. She said, I looked up and the curtains moved, but the window wasn't open. That's spirit. Ooh, I got goosies. Do you have the goosies? Do you have the goosies? Right? And so you don't have to wait for a specific sign from your loved ones. You can say, hey, I would really love to see a yuck face today. I would really love to see a caterpillar today. I would really love to see a skeleton today. I'd like to see a frog today. I would really love to hear your favorite song today. And keep asking, okay? And then it's a certainty. It's a no. I know it's going to show up. Every time I go out for Heart Rocks, I know I'm going to find at least one. I found like 6 last night. There was a really big one. Damn, it had to have been this big. I was like, shit, how can I get that out? I'll have to go back and get it. Yes, I'll have to go back and get it. Kelly, Trophy needs to bring his Wenchy thing and get it for me. Yes, Kelly needs to come and visit. Yep. The lookalike one gave me chills last week. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Do you go to cemeteries to talk to them? Mm-mm. You can. I don't. They're with you everywhere. Does that make sense? So it's beautiful to go visit, right? I know Raina goes to visit James all the time, right? It's beautiful. And so you can, absolutely, but they're also everywhere with you. So right now, everybody, just think of one loved one. Just think of one of your loved ones. Because every time you think of them, it's like you just sent them a text. You sent them an email, you called them, you rang the doorbell. They get a notification on the other side, okay? And then ask them to bring their energy closer, okay? And with practice, you'll start to feel them. And these are some of the exercises that we do on the weekend. So if you'd like to learn how to connect, this weekend is my mediumship level 1. I won't run this again till the spring. So this is the foundational piece. We get to hang out for 2 days. But it's that easy. And then with practice, you'll get to know when they're there with you. Love is everywhere. God is everywhere. Okay, so your loved ones are everywhere with you. I had someone book in with me, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago. And she said, I'd like to sell the house, but I'm afraid because then when we move, my mom won't know where we are. And I said, oh, no. She'll be with you in the new house. She knows that your favorite color is purple. It's fine. She'll be there. She knows that you'll have a room for her. She knows that you have her urn and you have all of her things there. She knows that you're wearing her ring. She was like, what? It was the coolest thing ever. It was so cool. So they go with you everywhere you go. If you want, you can go visit them. When you go to visit them at their gravesite, they're there with you. When you look at pictures of them and think of them and talk about them, they're there with you. Just like we did that. When you ask them to come forward and come closer, they come closer. Does that make sense? I'll let him know. Yeah, I've got work for him. Yeah. I know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, who do I know that has a big truck that could get that out? It's fine. It's in a park. It's in a provincial park. I know. They were actually filming a movie in Elbow Falls. Yeah, there was a movie crew there. I don't know what movie it was. I didn't see any famous people, but I was like, oh, this is so cool. There's nobody there. It was the coolest thing ever. Had the whole place to myself. Mm-hmm. The deep grief is really something else. It is. Yeah. It is. The ginger cat, hello. My mom died earlier this year. Oh, I send you so much love. I send you so much love. That's their way of letting you know that they're still with you. Some other ways that spirit will let you know, like I smell my grandfather's cigarette smoke. He was a smoker, a chain smoker. I'll smell cigarette smoke. My cousin was a total pothead. Yeah, every now and again I'll be like, I smell skunk butt, where are you? And I hear him laughing. I'm like, I know you're here. My other grandmother, it's cookies. I smell sugar cookies. She was an avid baker. That's my grandma Emma. I named my daughter after her. My other grandma, it's Lily of the Valley. It's a perfume. I smell Old Spice from one of my uncles. I'm like, okay, I smell you. I know you're here. There was a mechanic. There's a family I read for years ago, and all I could smell was like it's like somebody put motor oil right here. I was like, whoa, I see these big mitts, dirty fingernails, and all I smell is motor oil. I said, what is that? And they started laughing. They're like, oh, that's him. They used to joke that he wore motor oil was his cologne. That's all I could smell in my room. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So you can smell spirit energy. You can taste spirit energy. That one I've dialed back over the years. I don't need to taste blood. That's a bit much for me. So I've asked them, bring it through in a different way. I don't want to taste blood. I don't drink, so I don't want to taste whiskey or port, or I don't want to taste anything like that. If it's lasagna, if it's chocolate, yes, I will, that's fine. What else? You see spirit. So you can see the repeating numbers. You can see butterflies. You can see dragonflies. Do you ever look up in the sky and you can see like clouds? Like there's like a heart shape, or there's shapes, faces, and things in the clouds. Okay, that's also clairvoyant. You can hear spirit. So you may, when you first wake up in the morning, you may hear your name being called. I was out yesterday and I heard Jack 5 times. And for me, seeing Jack in the feed, that's a sign for me. I'm like, hi, baby. He's there. There he is. Okay. What else? You can feel spirit. So every now and again, if you get goosies, you heat up, you cool down, you get really emotional. Those are other ways that you're experiencing spirit energy. Because what happens is your loved ones, like, again, when you think of them, it's like ding dong, sent them a text. It's like you're alerting them. You're like, hey, and they bring their energy closer, and then your body will start to pick up the energy. You'll start to feel that energy. And depending on how your gifts work, okay, that is the coolest thing ever. And again, what else? Knowing spirit energy. So sometimes you just know that they're there with you. It's like, you know, before the question is even asked, you're like, yep, yep, you just know that they're there with you. It's the coolest thing ever. Or you know to change the radio dial. This happens a lot. You know in that moment to change to a different station, and there's that song from them. Stuff like that. Does that make sense? You know to, they were telling me the other day, they're like, you need to go to this farmer's market instead of the other one. I go to the farmer's market every weekend. I fondle vegetables. I might look at cute boys. It's fine. It's fine. And so I go to the farmer's market. I was going to go to the one over here, and they said, no, go to the other one. I went to the other one. And I bumped into a neighbor of mine that I haven't seen for years. And we sat and we had a coffee together. We got to catch up. It's the synchronicities, I tell you. So that's what a spirit-led life is. A spirit doesn't control my life. I have a spirit team. Everybody has a spirit team. We all have a spirit team. So these are angels, loved ones, guides on the other side that are just waiting in the wings to come in and help us. Because we have free will, they don't just come in and take over unless it's a life-threatening situation and it's not your time to transition. They will come in. You've heard stories of people who survived that shouldn't have survived. You hear stories of people who weren't at the towers that day. Right? You hear of certain things, right? Like that wasn't slated for them to transition. Not to say that other people deserve that. That's not what we're saying. And so does that make sense? I invite them in because we have free will. We have to invite them in. I call it staying in question. Hey, universe, what would it take for this to show up? Hey, universe, what else would be fun for me? I said to them a couple of weeks ago, I said, hey, when are we going back on YouTube? They said the 18th. I'm like, nice. So here we are. Hello. Nice to see you. So again, I'm asking, we have this team that's available to us, but we have to ask because we have free will. Okay, so I see it as I'm driving the bus, they're in charge of the snacks and the music, and they're there for support. Okay, and every time you ask a question, Spirit always answers. Just be open and available to the answer. You may not expect the answer. So any expectations, throw it out the window. Know that they're going to answer you. It could come through another person. It could come through me. It could come through a podcast. You may overhear a conversation. You may have a dream and wake up and go, oh my God, there's the answer. That's what a spirit-led life is. Oh, I love that. I have my mom and dad's wedding bands on as we speak. Nice. I kept seeing rings. I love that. Oh, I love that so much. You're welcome, Ginger Cat. We ride at dawn. We load at dawn. That's right. We load at dawn, bitches. Lanessa. Yep, my son follows me. Oh, I love that. I feel my mom with me when we go shopping. I smell her perfume randomly. She loved to go shopping. Oh, I love that. I picked roses for my mom about a week after she passed. I was having a hard time. My daughter came home that day with a rose tattoo. Yeah, I love that. They always talk about the tattoos. The new thing that I'm hearing lately is that people will take their loved one's ashes and infuse that into the tattoo. I don't know if I could go that far. I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. Maybe it would help feel closer to them, or I don't know. I'm not sure I could do that one. I'm not sure. Yeah. DR, I've been feeling so much like crying with the moon energy lately, but my ancestors feel close too. I love that. The veil is really thin right now. It's really thin, and in October is like the best month of the year for a multitude of reasons. But the veil is really thin right now. We're also in eclipse season. So the eclipse is you might feel really emotional. You don't really know why. I've shared this on the TikTok lives. In 2025 is a 9 year. So we add all of those numbers up together. It's a 9 year. This year is about, and let me know if you feel any of this, it's anxiety, doubt, chaos. It's about, are you finally willing to let go of the bullshit that isn't you anymore? Are you finally ready to start stepping into your excellence? Are you finally ready to just let go of all this BS and just be who you came to be? That's what this year is all about. So it's been kind of like this for a lot of us. It's like, oh my God, where's the eject button? Beam me up, let's do this. Yeah, it can be really intense. And it's really important to have a spiritual practice, whether you meditate or you want to ground your energy, or I listen to podcasts all the time. I've got podcasts I listen to audiobooks. In the morning I get up, I do my morning routine, and then I get up and we've got music playing, or I'm listening to an audiobook. It's your mind diet, it's your mental diet. We want to make sure that we're feeding our mind positive stuff. I got into a really bad habit where I would like just doom scroll in the evenings. I was so tired that I would just sit there and doom scroll. And then I started asking, I said to them, okay, I'm in the process. We're adjusting fucking hormones. I love menopause. I love it. So I don't have quite the energy right now to kickbox or do really hardcore workouts. So I said to them, I said, hey, what else would be fun for me to do in the evenings? I've got this skull I ordered. I'm going to paint this skull. I'm going to do this paint by numbers thing. I'm going to start Pilates again in a couple of weeks. Just finding different things. I'm like listening to audiobooks, and it's important to disconnect, but it's also important that we're learning, that we're keeping our brain engaged. It's just, the world is heavy right now. There's been so much that's happened lately, right? And so you're also, when you're aware of that, because when you're an empath, you're so aware of that. Oh my goodness. On TikTok, I'm not able to set it up here yet, but soon, I think I have to, there's a certain number of hours that I have to have content on YouTube, and then I can set up like a special area to record special teachings for everybody here on YouTube. That's only for the people, like it's maybe like $5 a month or something. So we'll be setting that up here. As soon as I hit those numbers, I can set that up for you here. If you'd like, you can come over onto TikTok and join us over there. We've got subscribers on TikTok that are now going to be called super fans, I think. And in our subscriber community, we have lots of free things and lots of free resources. We do classes every month for everybody. So that's another option for you guys. It's important to have like-minded people around you. That's why I'm sharing that. It's so important to have people around you that get the woo, that understand that there is more to life, to, and especially if you're grieving, it's so imperative that you're around people that can hold space for that. They may not have all the answers, but they can hold space for it. Does that make sense? I don't really get any smell or taste with spirit, and that's okay. And that's okay. So, and again, if you feel guided, if it feels aligned for you, you can come and hang out with me this weekend and you'll learn what your strongest gift is. Yeah, you'll learn what your strongest gift is, because that's how spirit will communicate with you first. Smell and taste, that's clairaudience and clairgustance, clairaudience. Those aren't as common as the other four. So the four that we really focus on, clairvoyance is clear seeing. Okay, you may see a picture in your mind's eye, you may see repeating numbers. Claircognizance is your clear knowing. You know that before the question's even asked, you just know. Okay, you know spirit energy, you know that they're there without having any evidence as to how you know. Clairaudience is you hear spirit. You may hear your name being called. If you hear spirit in your mind, if you count from 1 to 5 in your mind right now, that's usually how spirit sounds. Okay, so it could sound like your voice, or you may actually hear your loved one's voice. Does that make sense? So that's clairaudience. And clairsentience is our feeling. So you get goosies, you heat up, you cool down, you get really emotional, you feel spirit energy. Those four are the main four. That's how spirit will communicate with you first. I have all 6 running. So I never know what they're going to come through with in a session, because I don't do cookie cutter. So I have them come through, give me the information that will bring them the most healing and peace in their heart, and bring me stuff that only they would know. And so I have certain parameters around it, but I don't do cookie cutter. Yeah, the TikTok is big on evidence. It's like, we need you to know who we're talking to. It's so egoic over on that. It's just, there's so much ego involved. I'm 100% dumbass. Oops, I didn't say that. Jen, give you $50. Go on his next live and say, yeah, you're 100%. You're a dumbass. $50. Going once, going twice. Oh my God. Samara, hello, my love. My grandma passed yesterday and didn't find out till this morning. Oh, I send you so much love. Oh my goodness. Oh, I send you so much love. You and your family. I'll be thinking of you. I'll have you in my prayers. Oh, I send you so much love. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh, I love that, Kimberly. The day I picked the name from my daughter, who I lost, my friend came over and I told her I picked Rosie, and my friend pulled out a lighter covered in roses. I love that. My grandma sent me pancakes. Nice. Aw, that's so sweet. Oh, Samara, I send you so much love. Butterflies are sacred to me. Me too. Yeah, this is my son. It's my son, Jack. And you know what was funny? I didn't catch it right away. It's been heart rocks from day one. It's been heart rocks. I've been finding heart rocks for 12 years. And then this was a couple of years ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I started seeing butterflies everywhere. I was like, that's weird. I've always got dead people talking to me, angels, guides. There's always conversations going on. So I was like, that's weird. I wonder what all the butterflies are about. Weird. Then I went to go see my girlfriend who does Reiki. Every now and again, I'll go and get a Reiki tune-up with her. She goes, Jack's here, and what's with all the butterflies? And I'm like, oh my God, I totally missed that. I said, are you kidding me? And this tattoo is never fully done. So I got believe, and this is for my daughter Emma. Believe is my favorite word. Everyone believes in something. And I always knew that there was something that was going to go here. Never knew what it was. Isn't that crazy? I've had this tattoo for 15 years? Yeah, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, my tattoo is now complete. I don't feel like I need to cover my body anymore because it's done. I'll probably get more tattoos. Yeah, I hope my guy likes tattoos because we're gonna go get our asses tattooed. No one's getting their asses tattooed. It me, real Shauna. No. When something falls off my desk, the third time I realize it's my mom giving me a hard time. Makes my frustration from picking it up the third time into joy. I love that. Oh my God. Heart-shaped clouds. Yep. Diamond art. Yes, I haven't delved into diamond art yet. I have a skeleton on order. I ordered a skeleton. I'm like, I need to do better, and because it's going to be 50 below here someday. Yeah, Calgary, winters in Alberta are horrific. They can be. So I'm like, okay, I got to prepare for that. I got to prep. There's Anna. Anna Banana. I see you. Yep. PTSD is a real thing. Yeah. Yeah, PTSD is that's a real thing that I've read for thousands over the years, and PTSD, you know, it's a real thing. It really is. I always want people to make sure. I want to make sure that everybody has the right resources, whether it's someone like me. I did train in grief counseling. I don't do that work anymore. I'm more of a grief educator. But, you know, there are free resources. There's someone like me, therapists, counselors, you know, because our friends, sometimes when we have a deep loss, we automatically think our friends. Not everybody can hold space for deep grief, trauma. They can't. They just don't have the bandwidth for it. It's not that they're bad. It's not that they don't want to help. They literally can't. They can't. And that's okay. It's so important. You know, and I've shared this on TikTok. I was deeply grieving, and there was a day when I was out for a walk and there was a little boy running around. He would have been about 2 at that time. There was a little boy at the playground, and the mom said, "Jack," and I was a mess. I was like, oh my God. And I looked at the little boy and he smiled at me, and I was a mess. I was like, oh my God. I don't even, you know, when you drive home and you're like, wow, how did I just get home? Thank you, angels. Thank you. I got home, and I was just, it was a heavy day. And my now ex-husband came home. He's like, how was your day? I said, oh, it was kind of heavy. And I shared with him. He just kind of looked at me. Be thankful you have Emma. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah. Do you want chicken? I took chicken out for supper. Like, that was the beginning of it, the end of our marriage. Like, there was no support. It was like, holy shit. And I've read for so many families over the years. And typically what happens is that brings the couple closer. Typically what I see is it brings the couple closer, because that's a loss that there's no guidebook for that. Unless you've lost a child, you have no clue what that feels like. And that doesn't minimize anyone else's loss. Child loss is a different galaxy altogether, because you're not only grieving that child, you're grieving who you were before you lost them, because you're not the same person. You never will be. You're also grieving the future. You're grieving watching that child grow up. You're grieving watching so many things. And it's just, yeah, there's so much that goes with that. So I always tell people, let's make sure you have the right support as you're navigating through this. And if you're feeling stuck, if it's not getting better, usually with child loss, it's in year 1 to 3, where people, that's sort of the time frame with child loss. With any other loss, same thing. If it's a year after your loved one transition and you're still not functioning, you're still not finding happiness, little bits of happiness in your life, things to look forward to, I need you to look at that. Book in with somebody, whether it's me or somebody else, it doesn't matter. I want people to get the right help. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck. I've been struggling with my meditating. My mind wanders so much. I get it. Do you do guided meditations? I usually start people with guided meditations because it keeps your mind focused on something. Does that make sense? And then now I can put music on and just do breath work and go in. But sometimes we need that. I like Joe Dispenza meditations. Those are my favorite. Yes. Yeah. Paint by numbers. Yes. Diamond art. Yes. Yeah. I'm not sure I have any of those gifts. Oh, you do, Ginger Cat. I can guarantee that you do. Yeah. And again, if you want to come join me this weekend, we hang out for 2 full days. You get a bunch of bonuses. Yes. You get all the recordings. It's on Zoom. You get the meditations. There's a manual. I take you through specific things, and you'll know exactly what your strongest gift is. Yes. And if you've already taken the class with me and you want a refresher, you get to take it at 50% off. Just saying. I've got a few people taking it again this time. Yeah. Yep. I'm not looking forward to all the highway driving. Ooh, let's not think about that. Thank you, Michelle. You're so sweet. I love butterflies. Yeah, butterflies are so good. He doesn't believe in ghosts without scientific proof. I told him I don't need that. I hear and see them enough to know. I don't get people coming at me like that as much anymore. But yeah, anytime somebody's like, "Oh, prove it to me," I'm like, "Well, prove that you're breathing oxygen. Did you just go pick it up at Costco? Prove to me that you're breathing oxygen right now." And it's an invitation. And typically I find that people that really come at it hard, they've had a loss they haven't processed, or they don't understand it, so they have to make it wrong. They don't understand it and it scares them. And a lot of people that come at it, they're like, I just feel like we have to smudge. They'll come at it and they'll say, it's like they have gifts and capacities that they haven't touched yet. So like they had imaginary friends when they were growing up. They could see things and they knew things, because children and animals, young children, they don't have a point of view that it's wrong. Oh, it's wrong to see spirit. Oh my God, it's the devil. It's this, it's that. Animals, same thing. Like my pets, they see spirit all the time. Like you'll see them tracking something across the room. You see little babies looking up into the corner of the room. They see spirit. Oh, I read for a family earlier this week. Oh, it was so sweet. She was sad, and again, I have permission to share. She was sad that her mom had died before she met her baby. And I said, "Don't worry, your mom was there every step of the way. She was there when you went through 18 hours of labor." Was it 18 hours? She goes, "How do you know that?" I said, "I don't know. I might be psychic, maybe." I said, "Your mom was there with you in the delivery room. Your mom was there with you when your baby came, and you took, your baby took his first breath, and it was the sweetest thing ever." And it was so beautiful, so beautiful. It was just, it's just one of those moments where you're just like, there's that circle of life. They know they're still very much a part of our world. They know what's happening. It was so beautiful. Like even from like what I do for work, it's like, oh, just to be a part of that was just so powerful. It was so amazing. PTSD, I can relate to that. Yeah, I had PTSD after my divorce. I had PTSD after that. I'm like, you bugger. Yeah, I was married to a real piece of work, and that's fine. It's fine. Hello. Hello, I love Bluey. Nice to see you. Hello, Joanna. Nice to see you. My mom was huge on science, and I'm not sure she believed in an afterlife. What's crazy too is I had a loved one come through a few months ago, and he was the biggest atheist. Oh! And I don't try to prove it to people. I don't try to convince them. It's like, no, if you believe it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But he came in and he said, "Shauna, you have to tell them it's real. You have to tell my mother-in-law's here. Tell my wife, her mom's here with me, and our dog is here with me." And it was the coolest thing ever. And he was the biggest atheist. He was like, "Nope, I'm gonna be," and he said, "I know, I used to always think I was gonna be worm food." And they were like, "Shut up." That's what he used to say all the time. "I'm just gonna be worm food. What's the point?" Yep. And I'm like, holy shit. And so yeah, it was so cool. I've read for the biggest atheists on the other side, because when they transition, it's like, ooh, it's absolutely amazing. Yep, absolutely amazing. You're number 4 this year, Linissa? Yeah. One of these days I'll take it. Yep. When you're ready. I love it. I tell everybody, when I die, I'll be haunting you. I'm like, get ready. You won't be sleeping for a while, because I'll terrify you. Yep, that'll happen. My granddaughter giggles in her sleep. Oh my God, that's adorable. Yeah. I think it's more available now. I mean, Teresa Caputo, I think, really started to shift things for people with her show on TV. I think it's just, mediumship is a normal, natural gift and capacity. It really is. And it depends on how open and available people are. It's like if it's not your jam, it's not your jam. That's totally okay. But there is something more. And that's the invitation that I like to give people. It's like, there is something more. Let's explore that. Let's see what it is. My son was born after my dad passed. It always made me sad. Oh, Joanna, I send you so much love. Yeah. And Michelle, it's so true, right? Like, I saw spirit as a little girl too. I called them the see-through people. And do you want to hear something really creepy? Yeah, you do. My uncle who had transitioned, I always kind of felt scared around him. Just couldn't quite put my finger on it. I didn't feel settled when I was around him. And I remember walking home from school once, and he worked in construction. So he was driving this big work truck, this big dump truck. And I was coming home from school one day, and I'm probably, I don't know, 8 or 9. And I hear honk, 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 Shauna, honk, 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 Shauna. And I look up and I'm like, hi, Uncle Mike. And I wave at him. His face turned demonic. And I was like terrified. It was this monster looking thing as he's sitting there waving at me. And I ran home crying. I didn't talk to anybody, didn't tell anybody about it. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what that was. Fast forward, how many years? Probably 30 years ago. He blew the house up with my aunt inside, hoping to kill her. And then he went into the garage and ended his own life. And then after he died, all the stories of the abuse and all the horrific abuse and wow. We didn't know who he was. I mean, people can keep up a good act, right? Like we saw them maybe for a few hours once a month, the best person on the planet. Yeah, after he died, all the abuse came out, all of it. It was horrific. So shortly after I saw his face do that, I was going to go sleep over, and I had a sore tummy. I didn't go and sleep over. Yeah. And he hurt all of my cousins. He did heinous things to all of them. So I think that was Spirit's way of saying, no, stay away from this. Stay away from this. Yeah. And back then I didn't have anyone to talk to. We went to Catholic school. We didn't talk about this. We didn't have people on TV talking about it. Yeah. And to this day, we always have an extra space at the dinner table for Spirit. Whoever wants to join us, it's usually Jack or my grandparents, right? And so and first and foremost, this is what I do, on the weekend, we go deeper into this. We're a spirit, we're a soul, an eternal soul having this human incarnation. So we want to strengthen the connection that we have with our own spirit, or whatever you call that, your spirit, your essence, your higher self, your soul, whatever you want to call that. We want to strengthen that connection. That's the foundation of spiritual work. Wow, your dad apologized. I love that. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, I'm interested in learning tarot. Tarot is amazing. I don't do anything with tarot. Oh, it's Sylvia Brown, my mom. Aw, that was so sweet. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, I love it so much. Yep. I know. Let's do a collective. We'll do a collective reading for everybody who's on with me tonight. Yes, and then we're going to hop off. Again, we've got Mediumship Level 1 coming up this weekend. If you'd like to join, yes. There is a payment plan option through Shopify. That's a new thing. If you want more information, just reach out to me and I can get you more information. There's a payment plan option that's new on Shopify. What else can I tell you? We've got Evening with Spirit coming up in October. I also have an event for moms who have lost children coming up in October as well. Did I say November? October. It's called the Heart Gateway. And so it's a VIP group. It's a smaller group for mothers who are navigating the loss of a child. It's the cornerstone of the work I do. Shortly after Jack transitioned, my guides gifted me with this. It's the heart healing that I work on with people, because if your heart is still heavy, we can't make that connection. So we're going to come together as a group. All of this information is in my link tree or on my website. And if you have questions, you can reach out to me. But we'll do a collective. We'll do a reading for everybody before we finish up tonight. Yes. Okay, here we go. The first card that came out is flexible. For a lot of you, I feel like you're trying to micromanage all the people around you. How about we just leave them alone? I know I've got a guy here who's really fucking funny. I had a cowboy that popped in earlier too. Oh, it's your grandfather, Jen. Oh my God, I love him. He's so cute. He looks like Dale Earnhardt. He looks like the driver. He just popped in and he popped out again. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's so cute. So being flexible. So letting stuff go. Letting people do whatever they're going to do. Stop trying to control other people. I don't know who this is for, but stop trying to control other people. If they want to make a mess, let them make a mess. If they don't want to do the work, okay. It's going back to like the Mel Robbins book. Let them. Let them. I don't really care what other people are doing around me. And this is something I was talking about with another friend of mine today. I said, I'm done smoothing stuff out for people. I'm done overstepping. I'm done fixing it or healing it or Shauna to the rescue. No, we're done with that. No, because people don't learn that way. Maybe you need to learn it 5 different lifetimes that, you're going to struggle and you're going to blame everybody and you're going to play victim. Okay. That's on you. And it's not a judgment. It's like you can choose that at any time. Suffering is a choice. Suffering means that shouldn't have happened. It should have been a different outcome. I could have prevented that, but you're not God. None of us are God. So suffering means that you're choosing to hurt yourself. And instead, what if we start to shift that into what else is possible? Okay, again, staying in question, being flexible. There's a lot of, it's having compassion for yourself as well. And whenever something goes shit sideways now, I start laughing. I'm like, that's awesome. Do I hate myself? What is that? And then I get curious. I'm like, what is that? Is that for me to put a boundary in place? Is that you're highlighting something so I walk away from something? Are you protecting me from something? Like, what is this? The other card that came out is the why card. Okay. So this is like, a lot of you are asking, like, is there more to life? You're kind of at this crossroads. It kind of looks like. It's like, okay, and do you want to continue doing the same stuff that you're doing? Because if you do, you're going to have the same results. So the same thoughts, the same intentions, the same feelings, you're going to produce all the same stuff. Are you happy with that? Are you feeling fulfilled? Again, I had this conversation earlier today. Are all the relationships in your world, do they leave you feeling fulfilled or do you leave feeling drained? Okay, that's what they're wanting you to, the why question is really starting to understand who you are. What are your gifts to share with the world? You can create anything that you'd like. You just have to believe that it's possible. And it's a knowing certainty. This is happening. This or something better. Okay, so that's what this card is talking about. Our next card is serendipity. I love this. This is Spirit's way of saying yes, right? Like you'll be in the right place at the right time. I see some promotions coming up for people. I see some relationship stuff shifting. I see some family dynamics that are going to start to shift. And I just feel like it's almost like there's been something that you've had in your heart, but then you kind of put it aside for a while and you maybe forgot about it, or you've been busy with other things. It's going to come to the forefront, right? Like if you're getting whispers to create something, do it. I learned this firsthand. Okay, do it. The universe, it's like these creations come down and they're looking for the person that's going to bring them to life. If you don't bring it to life, somebody else will. Okay, so listening to the whispers of your soul, listening to the guidance, asking for more steps. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's some good stuff coming in. They're highlighting career. So there's some different shifts with career. There's some promotions. There's some different shifts. I see some of you going back to school as well. Going back to school, getting training, learning new things, okay? All good things. Somebody's going to be a vet tech. I don't know if you're on live with me right now, but somebody's going to be a vet tech. I can see your loved one on the other side. There's a horse. See, I don't know what's going to happen. There's a horse that just came in my room. Hi. Somebody's going to be a vet tech or you're going to be a veterinarian. And this is your horse. It's a cream colored horse with white. Okay. The name starts with an S. I've got a horse here. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, I don't know who that's for. If you're here, let me know. Observer. Okay, I say this on the TikTok lives all the time. I'm kind of like Bugs Bunny. I show up with my coffee and then I watch the Tasmanian devils run around. And the crazy, you know, the people that just love drama, you know, the people that are just not willing to be happy and they're just like miserable SOBs. This card is asking you just to observe it. Don't touch it. Don't mix yourself up with it. You know, like when there's an accident and you're driving by and you're like, don't look, and you have to look. It's the same kind of thing. Because when we touch someone else's energy field, it's enmeshing in our energy field. So right now, hand over your heart. Archangel Michael, angels, guides, universe, whatever works for you. I now call back 100% of my energy from all ways, spaces, times, dimensions, and realities, cleared and aligned. Thank you. And so it is. And we're going to disconnect all the cords and attachments that are not a contribution anymore. Fill the voids with divine love and light. Some of you won't let go of that shit, and that's fine. We're going to clear, align, attune, balance, and harmonize all of your energy. And you really do need to set your intentions, because our brain has a negativity bias built right into it. If we don't set intentions and have our why and our goals and our things that we're working towards, our brain will keep activating and it'll keep us hanging on to old stuff. Okay? Let other people create whatever they're creating. If somebody is choosing, there's somebody who's going to jail, or they're in jail. There's somebody who, they've made some difficult choices. We're going to call them difficult choices. They're choices. They made some difficult choices, and they're going to jail as a result of it. I don't know who that's for. But just again, those are their choices. Okay, I can't tell you how many people have said over the years, I should have been there. If I had been there, my loved one would be alive. How do you know that for sure? You don't. You're not God. And that doesn't minimize anyone's loss. I beat myself up for years over Jack. I should have known that. Oh my God, look what I do for work. I was so angry. I don't know who needs to hear this. I was so angry after that. Angry at God, angry at myself, angry at the doctors, the nurses. I was so angry at everybody. We'd started in vitro and things didn't go according to plan. And we had one opportunity. And then after that, my now ex wouldn't try anything else. He wouldn't adopt. He wouldn't look. He wouldn't do anything else. The woman I am today would have said, bye. I would have gone and got a turkey baster, or I would have found another way to get my son. But back at that time, I was just so hurt. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear that. Your emotions are valid. Your feelings are valid. The observer. I want you to think of yourself. I want you to play with this for a bit. Okay. For the next couple of days, I want you to imagine that you're on a reality TV show, that there's cameras, like your house is like Big Brother. And in your house, there are cameras, not in the bathroom but in your main living space. Okay, in your office, or in your living room, in your kitchen, there are cameras watching you. How would you behave? How would you talk to yourself? How would you speak out loud? Okay, I want you to just start to observe, how would you show up if other people were there watching? Okay, because if it's vastly different than what you're doing right now, we might want to have a look at that. Are you showing up as the best version of you? Are you living a life that you're so proud of? And if you need help, book in. It doesn't have to be me, but book in with somebody. Okay. And our last card is Loyal Heart. Okay. This goes out to everybody. Okay. You are such a loyal heart, and I can feel a lot of you are empathic and you can feel things. And if somebody needed help, you would drop everything to go and help them. That's who you are. Jen's across the country, for God's sake, and she'll say to me, I wish I could do something. Can I do something? I know if she was here, she'd be all over the place, right? We're going to build that compound. There's now about 20 of us. We always joke about building a compound and everyone's going to live on the compound. So this is understanding that you deserve people that show up for you as well. So we're not over giving anymore. We're not people pleasing anymore. Okay. This is about you deserve. It needs to be reciprocated in your relationships, all of your relationships. Do you feel valued? Do you feel heard and seen and held and loved? Because if you don't, we need to look at that, because that's what you deserve as a base, like a basics, minimum, bare minimum. That's what you deserve. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I was going to call you jelly beans, but you're not jelly beans. I have to come up with another name for all of my YouTube loves. Hi. My daughter changed her account name to Bluey. I love it. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. Family compound. That's right. I'm in. See, she sheds. Yep. Trophy's going to be busy. I don't know if he can go hunting this year. He's got shit to do for us. Oh, yeah, right. You can't go hunting. Say that to him. Shauna said you can't go hunting this year. I know he's going to hunt cougars. I said, next time I come up, I said to Diane, I'm going to bring like that deer repellent spray. And then Trophy said, Kelly is Diane's husband. We call him the trophy husband. He said, well, I guess I'll be hunting some cougars then. That was quick. That was good. That was quick. I'm not into hunting. I'm a city girl. I didn't grow up around hunting. My dad was a fisherman, but yeah, I don't hunt. But we had the best deer chicken. They were cheese deer sausages. Oh my God, those were so good. Those are so good. Yeah. I definitely needed this. Aw, Cindy, I'm so glad you're here. Flagpole has gray sweatpants. Michelle. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. Aw, I love it. That's so good. I looked myself in the eyes through the mirror yesterday. I started to cry. Felt sadness and joy. Aw, I send you so much love. I do that with my coaching clients. We call it mirror work. Because and my sessions are all on Zoom, if you're not aware of the work I do, all of my sessions are on Zoom because I'm looking into your eyes. I'm talking to your psyche. I'm talking to your soul. And so that's why I do all my sessions on Zoom, and then you've got the recording of it. And then I have my coaching clients go to the mirror and do mirror work. Mel Robbins, every time she sees her reflection, she'll high five herself. I invite you to do that. Yeah, I invite you to go to the mirror and look in your eyes and say, I see you and I love you. And I've got you. No one is ever going to hurt you again. No one will ever hurt you again. You deserve the world. You are so worthy. You are so valuable. You are so special. You are absolutely fucking amazing. And I love you. And we're going to get through this. And we're going to figure it out. We're right where we're meant to be. You've been through hell and back, and I got you. And I see you. And I love you. You start practicing that, and it'll get emotional at first. Okay, because how many of us were raised in environments that were not loving and kind? Like we would carve ourselves to pieces. My mother would sit there and pick at herself and just, yeah, not good, not good. So then you grow up with that narrative in your head that there's something wrong with you. And as women, how many women do you see airbrushed? How many, right? Like there's so much. It's like we put so much emphasis on someone's physical body, but that isn't who they really are, because you're a soul, you're eternal. You are from pure love. That's who you are. I believe that's the work that we're here to do, is to master the energy. This is Dolores Cannon. She talks about this. And we're here to master the energy. We're here to learn to love ourselves unconditionally and love everyone else unconditionally. I see people as two different versions. I see the ego version of them running around on the planet, either in blaming everybody, calling everybody dirty bitches, victim, oh, poor me. Or there's the highest version of you that knows that you're loved and you're beautiful and you're more than enough. That's been a theme this month with my clients, is people don't feel worthy, they don't feel valuable, they don't feel wanted. That's a big one. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for coming on with me. I start school Monday. Yes, I love it. Yeah, you're so sweet. Thank you for being here. No hunting. He may take us both to the train station. I always say to Diane, we're going to go to the trains. Have you watched Yellowstone? Yes. I just watched season 5. Jamie got it. That dirty snake Sarah got it. Yeah. I like how they tied it all up too. So everybody had I like how they tied it all up again. But yeah, I used to always say to Diane, coming up to visit and we're going to the train station. There's going to be a couple of additions to the train station. So if you watch Yellowstone, you know what train station means. I'm so glad you're here, Cindy. You're so sweet. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Jen. Jen didn't have to block any dirty savages. Nope. Brad Williams, I've seen him live. You saw him live? Oh my God, he is so funny. He's like, I want to be a black man. He would call himself a midget. That's him. I'm not making that up. He's like, I'll call myself a midget. I want to be a black man. Because he's like, look at this ass. And he turns around. He's like, that's a black ass. I know, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's a comedian. It's not me. I know, it was the funniest thing. Oh my God. I'm so used to censoring myself on TikTok. So I'm like, oh my God, can I say that? You're so welcome. Have a great evening. Samara, I send you so much love. Yeah. Rewatching Stranger Things, but Yellowstone's on my list. Oh, Yellowstone is so good. Stranger Things, I haven't watched that for years. Yeah, I haven't watched that for years. He's so funny. He is. He's so ridiculous. He's so ridiculous. He's like, oh my God. There's another guy on, I don't know, again, I don't know who's watching this stuff on Facebook. There's another guy that comes on, like a reel will pop every now and again. He is so funny. I don't know what his name is either. He's hilarious. I'm just like, oh my God, so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Okay, my loves, have the best night ever. Ever. Fingers crossed. We'll do our live tomorrow morning. I'll see how I feel. We'll do our live tomorrow over on TikTok. I'm Shauna Domalain TikTok everywhere. Shauna Domalain TikTok. Jesus, I'm tired. Shauna Domalain Medium everywhere. So TikTok, here, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the places. livealifeyoulove.org is my website. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. And have your pets spayed and neutered. Yes. Say no to dirty bitches. Yes. This Is Us. Oh, is that a good one? I haven't watched that one. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, it's better. It's still like, if I do this, it sounds louder. So there's still stuff working out. I asked for fun this year. My word for the year was fun. And I'm like, am I not willing to have fun? Like, what the fuck is that? Yes. And that's how I talk to spirit. They're like, we love you. First time I opened my Akashic Records, I took Akashic Records training years ago. And our homework was to go home, open the records, and download our own prayer. So the masters of the Akashic Records their energies are activated by a prayer. It's sacred energy. It's just, yeah. So I went home that night. I downloaded this prayer. And then I went back in, closed the records, went back in using my own prayer. And my master stepped forward. My main master, his name is Martin. He looks like, is it Dumbledore? He's the guy from Harry Potter with the long beard. He's very serious and he wears glasses. That's what my master looks like. He's always giving me shit. Sorry. He's like love and light. They've got a good sense of humor. And I opened my records and he stepped forward. He says, well, we've got some fucking work to do, don't we? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm channeling Satan. Where am I? What did I open? Oh my God. And I freak out, close my records. The next day I see the teacher and I explain what happened and she howled. She goes, you dumbass. She goes, do you not swear? I said, yeah. She goes, well, they're talking to you the way you understand. I'm like, yes. So yes, I am spiritual and I do swear. It just happens. Yeah. I haven't had anybody comment. We have a few subscribers over on TikTok that don't like my profanity. And I'm like, well, it's going to get fucking worse. Hang on to your bootstraps. I share that with you because it's important to be authentically you. Fuck what everybody else thinks. If you're not hurting people, it's important to be authentically you. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Dumbledore, that's him. Yep. I'm contemplating a road trip to see my son in Nevada. Nice. I love that. Spiritual baddie. Yes. I know, it's so good, right? Okay, hugs and kisses. Okay, if you want to come join me on TikTok, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll pop on YouTube. I'll look at my schedule again and we'll pop on over here again when I can. Yes, hugs and kisses. Pay it forward. Do something kind for someone else. You never know how much that's going to change their life. Okay, love you guys. Thanks, Jen. I don't think you got rid of any dirty bitches. Oh, there's Maggie. Are you coming up? Come. Okay, come. Okay. Oh, here's Maggie-licious. Here she is. You say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, I know. I know what you do with that mouth. Say hi. What are you looking at? Do you see her? What are you looking at? Do you see Jack? Where's Jack? Is Jack looking at you? No? Where is he? I'll see if she'll look at him. Where's Jack? He's waving at her. Where's Jack? You see him? You see him? She's looking at Jack. So sweet. Yeah, that's Maggie-licious. We gotta go get some P-mail. Yes, we do. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Megsters. Yep. Hoochie coochie. Okay, have the best night ever. We'll see you guys. Come join me on TikTok. Okay, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, love you. Mwah. Okay, bye. Okay, how do I end this thing? Bear with me.